Thank you.
Ghosts, like,
That
you know,
looks like
those
a
like the
taser.
ghost
Yeah,
tape
like-
devices.
Dude, I brought this like at my school. Like they have metal detectors. I brought that. And,
You're
like,
like,
they went in the bag. They were like, "What is this?"
This is our first group interview anyway.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is.
Whoa.
Kevin's like, I know
expect
some of
that.
these words.
I thought that paper was
Favorite
just like
snacks.
a big like
Like a notepad.
Yeah. Alright.
All right. Okay.
Axe away, man.
Sick.
Yeah, this is Serrated Edge. So wait, can you just like say your name?
My name is Kevin Garcia and I'm the guitarist from Serrated Edge.
My name's Yas. My name is Matthew.
And my name is Blake, and I am the singer.
Okay, there we go. Didn't leave me hanging.
How long has the band existed? Like, how long have you guys been making music together?
3 months, right? We started in this. We started. Our first practice was in December.
Yeah.
So 3 months ish.
Kevin and I started talking like 3 months ago, just kind of talking about the thought of it, and then we found Matthew at a show, and then Matthew knew Yaz. So yeah, it kind of just like fell. All the puzzle pieces like kind of fit in, and we kind of like started playing. It was really awkward. It was like a first date every time we had a new person in the band. It was really scary.
We just didn't really put an effort on it. We just found Matt casually.
It just kind of fell and
It just happened, like, you know.
It was
just
magical,
cool.
and
Yeah.
everything is meant to happen.
Right. No, it took a bit of work with Kevin and I. Like we went to like 5 or 3 shows.
Yeah.
Like really looking for people.
It was so funny. I remember it because the day before we were at Yas's show for his other band, and I went with my friend Brandon, and then some girl told us about the rooftop show that we met
Yeah.
at, And we were like, bet, we'll go. So we went, and Chronic was playing, and their drummer was late. So I just went up to Tony because I knew him from like Arpeggiator Studios. And I asked, yo, can I jam with you guys for a bit? So I did that for like 20 minutes, and then when I went to sit back down,
Kevin saw that and he was like, I want you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I grabbed Blake and I'm like, Blake, we have our drummer right
No,
now,
literally,
right
both
here.
sides, like, we got him.
I'm just sitting down on the couch. I get awkwardly approached, by
Kevin's,
Blake,
like,
and I didn't
scurries
think
up.
anything was gonna come of it.
Yeah.
Because you know, like most of the time, someone's like, "What's your Instagram?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's hang out."
Right.
You know, and it just worked. You know.
Yeah.
Sick.
Where'd the name of the band come from?
This is
It's
funny.
a Dead Milkman song.
Shit.
It's really funny, yeah. It's about him wanting to like start a cult, and we we're kind of still looking for a name. We don't know if we really like it too well.
So-
But the song is really cool. You should check it out. And it's like there's this whole the thing Straight Edge where like these punks like don't drink or smoke.
Yeah.
It's kind of a joke, like it's the opposite of that,
Oh, yeah.
which is funny because we don't really drink or smoke too often, or like we're not super wild, but it's kind of it's a running joke. Hey.
Locked it.
How we locked it, dude. Like, yeah, but that's the name. It might change, but it's kind of fit. It's stuck
We've rolled with it
for
so
now,
far.
unless someone sues for it. But I don't think that would happen.
Yeah.
I just snuck one more person in at capacity.
Sorry, one more thing.
Word.
The coat. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
Like ever since we just started playing, like it's been going really fucking fast. Like
Yeah. It's been
after the first show, and then we were worried about, are we gonna get a second show, and then because we have to cancel out of like
This one got postponed.
yeah.
Yeah, this one was gonna happen during that storm that happened, and we had to cancel it. And then it was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we wouldn't even be able to perform anyways. There were like so many people that like got left out.
Right.
Fucking assholes just dipped
Yeah.
on us.
Yeah.
And
Next one before I start going off, man.
How did you guys get into the punk scene? Like, did you just like grow up into it? Or?
This is funny. It just started with me skating, and I used to listen to like bands like Dead Kennedys and all that fucking skate punk shit. And then I'm like, all right, let me go into the hardcore shit. So then I started listening to like Minor Threat, all those kind of bands. And then I saw Canada NYC, Chaos Canada actually on Instagram, and I was like, oh, shit, I might as well just go to one of the shows. I went to a 3-day show. Me and Blake, we actually met there,
Yeah.
and we met Tony and people from Chronic. They just basically this is us now, you know.
Overnight. We
Exactly.
just, like, clicked. But I started listening to punk when I was like probably like 7, and one of my older girlfriend's boyfriend was like really into the punk scene. He had a Black Flag tattoo, and I was like a kid. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And he told me about the first album I ever listened to. He put me on to My War by Black Flag. And just ever since then, my first concert was a Misfits show, and then now I have my own Black Flag tattoo, and it just snowballed. It's always kind of been around. How did you guys get into
Matthew,
punk?
how
I
did
want
you
to
get
know.
into punk, buddy?
I want to know.
I'm honestly like the newest to the scene. I've always skirted on the outside, kind of. Like I would always go to like Yasha shows. They weren't punk, but it's just like I've always have friends that were always really into like punk and stuff. And then when I just started going to shows again after COVID, it really just started when I went to the rooftop show, or it started really at Arpeggiator. I was listening to the bands there, and I was like, I want to go to more shows. So when I found out about the show on the rooftop, like the first thing I said is like I was gonna go, and that was really my start. Really. I'm still baby.
Yeah. I don't know. When I was a kid, I was into all that like classic fucking corny Green Day type shit, and then I slowly worked my way backwards to like the actual not awful shit. Nah, I fuck with Dookie though. Dookie puts me to sleep like so quickly and in like the best way. But yeah, skateboarding and shit, and then just playing shows in like other bands. I've always liked fast shit, fast heavy shit, and just like art punk and everything. It all blends together at some point, and then you just whatever you like, you'll just follow it to the next show, and then whatever.
For me, I feel like it was. I like a shit ton of like different music, but for me it was more about like going to like a show where I have fun or like a party where it's fun, and it just happens to coincide with like I have the most fun at like fucking punk and rock shows where I can fucking mosh out, and then the people there just happen to be more into punk music, so I just roll with that, and then I'm slowly getting myself more into it too.
I just want to say Blake was just on his phone for the majority of Matthew's answer.
That's one.
We're gonna try to just like have everyone just say like clear out, please.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
other people who like us can come.
I'm gonna say, do you like punk rock?
No.
No, please, please.
Just
we need
fucking
more
leave, please.
Okay.
Don't give him a choice.
You'd say you make punk music, right? Mostly. Or-
No, I've never made any music. I listen to it a lot, but no, this is my first ever band. I'm probably the least musically inclined out of everyone. I'm like just now starting to learn bass, but Kevin picked up guitar like 3 months ago when we started, but he'd like been like already pretty like solid at the basics and stuff. Yaz is like an amazing bass player, can play like guitar, drummer, like he kills it. Matthew's been playing drums his whole life, and I'm just a fucking idiot. No, I literally during practices like I feel like a fucking idiot. It's awesome.
Wish you should
I just
fucking
stand
not.
around. He says like just stare at the ground, which I do totally. Sometimes like they talk about music and shit, and I'm just like, I come in with lyrics like sometimes, and that's my contribution. It's funny. Yeah, I wish I made
No,
more
it's
music.
fucking-
I wasted a bunch of time when I was a kid. I should have done this.
That's
shit the whole time.
bullshit. Blake gives a shit ton of opinions in all our
just-
structure and shit.
I
It helps
bitch.
out a lot.
The thing is like my ear. I've been listening to it for a long time. Like
Yeah.
that's and it's yeah. It's
Blake will go, that sucked.
Right.
That sounds way too
Kevin,
twee.
take a time out.
Yeah,
Take a
say
lap.
fucking-
Or he's
No.
fucking talking about we should lower the guitar and the bass go high. I'm like, dude, no, we can't do that shit, man.
No, cut.
Fuck that.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Everything else besides me. I know I'm the problem. I'll get better soon. Don't worry.
This interview, we love punk music. Everything else redacted.
Talk shit about it. Alright, what was that? Sad?
What does like punk mean to you as a I don't know, as a genre or as like a mindset?
It's a lot. There's so many different types. There was like, I think the scene right now in New York is definitely very smaller. It's kind of sectionalized with like age group and like kind of style of music. But I think what I like most is like the more I'm from Southern California, and Southern California punk is super different. But yeah, it's different wherever. But overall, like I think it's just an attitude thing.
How'd you get here from Southern California?
Oh, okay. I rode my bicycle from California. You did. You looked up on Instagram, huh? Oh yeah, you didn't know?
No, I didn't.
Dude, no. I rode my bicycle from California to New York last year for 3 months. And that was cool. I should write a song about that, honestly.
Hell yeah.
Fuck. I haven't even thought about it. That's a good idea.
The travel
No, but
I'm
yeah,
sure I told
I
you
was
that
supposed
shit.
to I was supposed to be in New York for 3 days, and that was 2 years ago. And I've like traveled outside of that, like I've kind of been around, but I always come back just because this is the best place to live
Yeah.
for now. Yeah, New York or nowhere.
What does punk mean to you, Matthew?
I honestly don't really have an answer to that question yet because it's like I'm so
It means that green nail polish right there, man. That's
Like-
that's what punk means.
I don't know. It's just more like
Oh shit, wait. I ran out of battery. No, battery storage.
Clap.
what does
What
does punk mean to me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet because I'm still very new to the scene. But I've had more fun at like these last like 3 shows than I've had at like any other like place I've been to in my entire life.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, like I'm able to actually enjoy myself. Like I'm not self-conscious at all.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing for me. So I guess it's accepting.
I saw in this interview with Chair Strawberry, and she was like, she was like, I don't know, like, listen, but Chair Strawberry said that like punk is just about not taking up space, like taking up as little space as fucking possible, and I thought that was really fucking sick. Like sort of just like do shit for you, like don't fucking, you know, it's not about aspiring to the big shit, I guess. Just do what you want. Hopefully other people like it. If they don't, it's for you. don't be pissed about that. Work a day job. I don't know.
It makes you feel really good if you like it too. If it's for you, it makes you feel really good.
Punk to me, man. I fucking love the genre. I fucking love the documents. I fucking love the interviews. I honestly just think punk is just for like the young audience. It's never for the adults. You make a 21 plus show, not many people are gonna fucking pull up. You make an all ages show, you're gonna see like lots of crowd there, because the kids now, they're like, it's just like they're against with so many shit. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you have like social media that's like it's like a big platform. Like, lots of kids are like really on with like the political shit now, and I just think like it is for the kids, not for like people that are like fucking 30 years old or like, you know, over like 25 or something. I mean, unless you're like supporting like your fucking cousin or some shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's definitely like for the kids, man. It's a good genre. It's for the children,
For
man.
people with fake IDs.
It literally is. Where people just smoke cigs outside the show. Even though I hate it. All right, next question.
Like, why do you think that is, that it's for like younger audiences?
Cause like, I don't know, like so many kids, they get like let's say they get judged by their parents, or like just because they like their own gender, like they don't like the opposite gender. They're like a guy and a guy, or like a woman with a woman. Their parents just don't like that, and they start like kicking them out, like disgraceful and shit. And that's obviously gonna build out a lot of anger and all that. And they can't do anything to their parents because it's not a good look.
Yeah. So
I just think it's like, it's a good thing for like the attitude, or like to go to shows. It's like something good to like take out your anger out of. 21-year-olds, they just like, I go to their shows, or like go to all ages show, and I just see them like just standing there, not really doing much. But the kids, they go fucking insane, man. Like, you really get really hard. You come out with a bloody nose, cause it's like all that shit that they just hold on to, like, you know. It's just older people are just over it. Younger people, you just like hold on to it, man. So
Kids
pent
actually
up.
want to do shit.
It's so much. It's like a release. Like, for me, like, I work like 60 hours a week usually, and like I worked 10 hours today, and I'm pissed. And I don't like that. It's like I come here and like get to dance around and have fun.
It's like punk is like a way of like freedom to do whatever the fuck you want and not care what people do. You don't get judged. Exactly.
Now you can express yourself.
And the music is, I like it so much, is because it's like the performance is just as much a part of like.
Sorry, no, you're trying. Go for it.
I got you. I got it.
I really appreciate y'all. Sick. Our first interview in the fucking coat room.
They never
What was
made it
I
out of
saying?
that coat room.
For me, I just like it because it's just like, it's something that you gotta see live. You know, you can't just listen to the music, because the performance is just as much a part of like the music as the actual like song is. You know, so like you can listen to like a band and their music can be, I guess, like okay or whatever, but like you see them perform live, and like you just see all the energy that they create around them from their performance. It's just so much fun to watch, and like you want to be a part of that shit.
How'd you get into punk?
Oh, I mean,
Nice.
yeah, I mean, I went to like one show in like March, like 2 years ago, and then I fucking loved it, and then like COVID hit and I couldn't like go back, and now
I know you can't see this, but he's wearing the nicest sweater I've ever seen. It's so lovely.
If I was a dad, like, and my like daughter brought him,
Bro,
I
I
would
would
be
hug him
so happy.
instantly.
I'd be like, he's in the family,
Take
bro.
a weird fucking.
Yeah, let's go with the next question.
Yeah, listen, you're our first interview.
Okay,
We're expressing
Yeah.
only love.
yeah, lots of love. Okay.
We reciprocate.
What's your process when writing this song?
Oh man, this is a fun part.
Oh, it's a lot.
So like,
Kept in-
for me, when I write Spanish songs, and for me, I just listen to like lots of like Spanish music, and I just write what I'm like really against or like don't like, and you're gonna see in a few once our set plays. I don't know about Blake. You gotta ask Blake about that, because I don't know how the fuck he does, but like, oh, and for the instruments, we jam out, we play random shit, and then we say, oh, that sounds nice, let's keep that, and then we go off with like a new riff, and same thing with the bass. Same thing for like every instrument. We just play random shit, and then if it sounds like, we keep it. So, yeah.
I try to stay generally out of it because like I have my own like creative shit. Like I just try to like complement the shit. It's mostly Kevin just brings in riffs and Blake brings in lyrics and shit.
Yeah.
We figure it out. We jam on it. Play little flourishes here and there.
For me, I mean, I don't know. Like, I haven't written anything. Like, I just try to come up with a different drum beat for every song, so it doesn't sound like I'm playing the same thing to every song. Because it's like there's so many like good drummers in punk. It's actually kind of crazy. So it's just like I'm trying to keep up with with them. Like I just want to people hear my playing and like be like, that was fucking sick, you know? So as long as it complements the rest of the music, I'm happy.
How do you have variation to like punk drumming?
For me, what I feel like is by not listening to punk music, you know, you listen to like different genres of music. Like for me, I listen to a lot of disco and funk music. That's what I grew up on. I love those beats so much. They're fun to play with. And like I try to incorporate that style into like the beats whenever I can, or like whatever little fills I can, while still like trying to keep it like punk. If I go too far, they'll tell me like just keep it simple, play something very straight, you know. But like I feel like if you want to create variation in like a genre of music, is to search for it outside that genre and take things that you like, and like next thing you know, people are saying you're an amazing drummer.
Yeah. As far as like the process with like making my like songwriting and stuff, like I take a lot of inspiration from like David Byrne, and like just living my life and being like, oh, I should like picking up a fork and I'm like, I should make a song about that, or just like eating breakfast, or like just random shit. And then I listen to a lot of country as well, like old country, like David Allan Coe, Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings, and their lyricism is on like a whole different level. Like the songwriting at that like era was like great. So yeah, no, it's a lot of like influences from that. But yeah, no, and just having an ear for it and trying to keep it simple. And then on like the instrument side of it, usually Kevin will bring in a really cool riff, or like Yaz will play over it with like some, it just kind of happens. But yeah, no, songwriting is fun, but it's kind of hard. It's definitely getting easier now, but at first it was really difficult because I found myself just like kind of copying songs on accident, just like couldn't make a song. Now I've kind of figured out a process. But yeah, no, David Byrne and country.
Variety is important.
Let me see.
Maeve wants to sneak in. I mean, like, Maeve wants to come inside.
I'll answer that one. Kevin has the most festive ass hair. The most festive ass hair.
Oh.
I'm just answering the questions he has here. You know, it's
Kevin has the most bitches.
He's dragging it. He's fucking dragging it. I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just chilling. I'm like the running joke out of the whole band. It's funny.
He's lying.
Bro, I mean, you guys are looking at Kevin like,
Oh,
I
shit.
mean, you know what's going on.
Next question.
Okay. Do you go into writing a song with like a specific idea in mind, and like, or like a specific vision, or do you just like write it as you go? You know?
I write the lyrics. Some of the band practices kind of turn into like SNL sketches where we just fuck around and say funny shit. But usually I'll have a topic and try and write a chorus or a verse, and then I'll listen to Kevin's verse. Like I'll have a couple songs that I just write. I write a ton of like kind of spoken word as well, and I'll borrow from my spoken word and make songs out of it, and yeah, no, and then I'll kind of see where that fits in with a couple of like Kevin will come in with like three new riffs, usually like a week or something. Like he pumps them out fast, and I kind of see where it fits. Hey yo, pause.